Hey guys, welcome back once again. In this video, I am going to show you how to import data from Excel or CSV in material table. Alright, as you can see here, I have a simple material table with no record. But you might have noticed at the top of this table, I have one option, choose file. Okay, so let me click on this and select a Excel sheet. Okay. So I selected a Excel sheet and here you go. So here as you can see we have data right now in our table. And from here you can do all the operations. So now here at the below as you can see we have 9 record total. So let me open Excel sheet and show you in Excel. Okay. So here as you can see the very first row is the header information and remaining are 9 data. Okay, so now let me open a CSV file and show you. So from here, let's select a CSV file. Okay, and now you can see data has been changed. As you can see the extension .csv and here we have data right now. Okay, so let me open this file and show you. So here edit with Notepad. And basically these are the data I am using here. Okay, so first here you can see this name. So let me show you here we have. Okay, so we can do all the operation here as well. Okay guys, so let's jump to the VS Code and import the data from Excel or CSV. So this is the sample project. So let me open SRC and go to the app.js. Okay, and as you can see here I am managing two states, one for the column definition, another one for data. Okay, and here in rendering I am rendering two header component. Okay, and after that we have material table, and here I am passing three props. First is the title, second is the data, and third is the column definition. So data and column definition are null here. So let me show you how our table is looking. So let's come to the browser, and here as you can see we have heading, okay, with no record. So now we have to design a input from where user can select a file. Okay, so let's come to the VS Code, and for that what we will do is we will use input tag and we are gonna to pass type equal to file. Okay, now let's close it and save it. And now let's come back here. So you can see we have this choose file option, and on click of this it is opening, asking us to select a file, and here we are able to select the file. Okay, so now our task is to read this file and extract data from file and set to the table. Okay, so in order to read Excel and CSV file we need to install a package that is called XLSX. Okay, so here let's go to the terminal. Okay, and you need to install npm install, okay, XLSX. Okay, so you need to install this package. Okay, so you can find this package in description of this video. So already I have installed, so I am not gonna to do here. Okay, so now what I have to do is let's import this, okay, SLSX from XLSX. Okay, now it's done. And here what we have to do is once file got changed we have to trigger a function. So what we will do is we will write here on change method. Okay, and here we have to provide our function name. So let's provide function name as import Excel, and this function doesn't exist, so it is gonna to give me error. So let's create this function first of all. Okay, so here import Excel. Okay, and this is gonna to take a event as a parameter, and this is the function. So now let me do console.log to this event. Okay, now let's come to the browser, do right click, go to the inspect mode, and from here we have to select console. Okay, now let's choose a file. Okay, and as you can see here, we got here something. So let's expand this one and look for target here. So you can see we have target, but we are not getting anything here. So what we have to do is we have to write e.target. Okay, now save it and let's print this one. So here file. Okay, so now here we got this text box completely. Okay, so now what we can do is we can write here files. Okay, and what it will do is it is gonna to give me an array of files. So now let me select a file, and here you can see we have file list and here we have data. Okay, so now let me pass here array of 0th position. Okay, and now let me select again. Okay, so here as you can see we have all the information about this file. So last modified date, name of this file, size, and here type. So as you can see here, this name is the same as here. Okay, so now instead of this printing this file, let's store in a variable. So file. Now let's define a file reader. So let's call it as reader. Okay, new file reader. Okay, and this file reader is gonna to come from JavaScript. Okay, so now I can write reader.onload, and this is the function, so which is gonna to give me a parameter. So I will call it as event. Okay, so this is the first event actually. So now we need to trigger another one event that is called read as a binary string. So here what we will do is reader.read as binary string, and from here we need to pass our file. Okay, so basically what we are doing is here we are extracting the file. Okay, we have created a file reader, and here we have two event, onload and read as binary string. Once this read as binary string function will get invoked, after immediately this onload will call automatically. Okay, so now here first of all what we have to do is let's do console log, okay, to this event. Okay, now save it and let's come back here and let me select a file. Okay, as you can see here we got so many things. Okay, so now from here we need to go to the target, and target here as you can see we have file reader. Okay, so let's do this. So let me delete this line and write here parse data. Okay, so first of all what I will do is const, and we are gonna to convert to binary. Okay, so here event dot target dot result. Okay, and after this we will get our workbook. So for that what I will do is const, and I will call it as workbook equal to, and we have installed our packages, so let's use this dot read. Okay, and this function is gonna to take two parameter. So first here we can provide our binary string. Okay, and the second we have to provide type. So basically we are trying to read as a binary, so this is the object, so type, and here we will provide binary. Okay, so now after this we have passed our data, okay, and we have converted into workbook. Okay, so now we are getting workbook, and inside a workbook it will have the multiple sheets. Okay, so here now let get first sheet. Okay, so in order to get first sheet, what we have to do is we have to find sheet name. Okay, so for that what I will do is const and here work sheet name. Okay, and how I will get the worksheet name? So workbook dot sheet names, and this is gonna to be an array, and from there I want to read only the first sheet. Okay, so I will pass here index as a 0. Okay, so now I got the worksheet name, and now our task is to get the worksheet. So for that what we will do is here const worksheet. Okay, and now what I will do is workbook, okay, dot, and here another one function sheets, and here I need to pass our sheet name. So I will pass here work sheet name. Okay, so now what it will do is here it will retrieve the first index, that means the first sheet, and it will give me the data. Okay, so now we need to convert those data into array. So for that what I will do is I will write const, and I will call it as file data, and here x lsx, and dot, what we have to do is we have to go through the utility function. So utilities, and here we are trying to convert sheet to JSON. So here we need to write sheet to JSON. Okay, and this function is gonna to take two parameters. So first is the worksheet. So here I will call it as worksheet. Okay, and second parameter we have to pass as a header information. So here object, and I will pass header as 1. Okay, now save it, and let's break the line. So here we can add a comment. Now let's do the console log. So file data, now save it. Okay, let's come to the browser. So from here let's select a file. Okay, and as you can see here we have an array of length 10. So let me expand this one. So at the 0th position, as you can see, we have another one array, and this have information athlete, age, country, year, date, means all the header information, and the next one having the name, age, country name, years, means remaining are data. So very first row I am getting the header information, and remaining are data for me. So what I will do is I have everything in file data. So here I will write const and headers. So file data of 0th, that means the first position. So here I will get all the headers detail. Okay, and now we don't need, so what we can do is we can delete this header from our data. Okay, so for that what I will do is file data dot, and here we will use function splice. Okay, and this is the function which is gonna to take two parameters. The first parameter is the index, and second is the delete count. So here indexing is 0, and here I want to delete a single record. Now let's save it. Okay, and do console log file data. Now let's come back here, open and select a file. So as you can see here, before we had 10, but now we have 9. Okay, so header information we don't have. Okay, and nothing to worry, we have all header information in this header, means we are not losing the record. Header information we have in headers, and remaining data information we have still in file data. So now what we have to do is let's get the header first and assign to the column definition. Okay, so what I will do is, instead of doing this console log, let me do console log to header. So console.log and here headers. Okay, now save it, come back here. Here let me select. So you can see here, this is the array of 10th. That means I can loop through this and I can get all the data one by one. So here what I will do is headers, okay, dot map, okay, and this map is gonna to give me a particular head, so I will call it as head, okay, and from here I am gonna to return a object, okay. So object, and I will add two property to this. So first is the title, okay, and title is gonna to be our head value, okay, and second is the field, okay, and this field is also gonna to be head value only, so head. So now let's store this value, okay, so now let's call it as heads, okay, and here instead of printing these headers, let's print heads, okay. Now save it, and okay, so here now as you can see we have header of 10th and we have information title athlete and field athlete. Here at the first position I have title as age, field as age, okay. So now we have modified the structure of this data, and this is what we were looking for. So here instead of this printing, what we will do is we will set this to our state. As you can see here we have already created. So here instead of printing, let's call this function. So here set call defs, and now save it and come to the table, select a file and select here, and you can see we are getting our header here, okay. Still we have to work on data, so nothing to worry, but here we are getting our table header. So now we are done with table header. Now we have to work with our data. So here instead of printing this, what we have to do is we will call a function, and that is called convert to JSON, okay, and from here we will pass two parameters. First is the header information, okay, and second is the field data, whatever data we have. Now let's save it. So it is gonna to give me error because this function doesn't exist. So let's create this function at the top, okay. So here const function name, and this is gonna to get two values. So here headers, and the next one is the data, okay. So here as we know this data is gonna to be array. So what we can do is we can loop through this data. So here data dot, and we can write for each, okay, and this for each, what it will do is it will loop through all the data. So I will call it as row, okay. So now let me do console log. So console.log, and here I will write row. So now save it and come back here, okay. So select this file, and as you can see here we started getting data one by one. It's still gonna to be a different array. So what I will do is I will loop through this row as well. So what I will do is I will write row dot for each, okay, and this is gonna to give me a element, okay. So I will call it as element only, and I will do console.log to element, okay. So now save it and let me select a file, okay. So here as you can see we are getting right now values one by one, okay. So basically what will happen is this loop, the first for each loop is gonna to give a row, okay, and from here we are gonna to retrieve all the information of a complete row, okay. So here what I will do is, before coming to this loop, I will create a variable, so const rows, and this is gonna to be array. Okay, so once I will come inside this, I will create a variable and I will call it as row data. Okay, so row data, and this is gonna to be object. Okay, so once I will get inside here, what I have to do is I have to push data inside this row data. Okay, and here in this case we need key pair value, isn't it? So whatever the value I am getting in element, we have this value, but we don't know about the key. So for that only, what I will do is I will use this headers, right? Because our header is gonna to act as a key. So for that, what I will do is here I need to get the index. Okay, so here element I will write in bracket, and here I can pass second parameter and I can call it as index. Okay, so now what I will do is I will write row data. Okay, and inside this here I can pass a key name. Okay, so as of now let's pass some key name kk and write here value element. Okay, and come out of this and let's print this. So console.log, here I will call it as row data. Now save it and let's come back here. Okay, so you can see here we have this kk and we are getting value as a 1. That means whatever there I have provided, that is acting as a key. Okay, so now here it have to be dynamic one. So for that, here I will pass this header. Okay, and you remember that header is a array. Okay, so here what I will pass is, inside this I will pass the index. Okay, now let's save it and come back here and select a file. Okay, so here now as you can see we have athlete, age, country, year and data. Means we started getting data one by one. This is the key and this is the value. Okay, so now we are getting this data. So instead of printing, what we have to do is we have to push this data to the row. Okay, so let's do this. So here row dot push, and we have to push this data. Okay, so now let's come out of this. So console.log, and now here let's print the rows data. So rows. Now save it and come back here, select this file. Okay, so now you can see we have 9 length of array, and at the first position as you can see we have athlete and our data looks perfect in value of key pair. Okay, so now our task is to return this data from here. Okay, so now we will do this, return rows from here, means this function. Okay, and here we are calling this function. Okay, so instead of leaving this one, what I will do is this is gonna to give me all data information. So I will write here set data. Okay, so now save it and let's come back here. Okay, so select file again. Okay, and now as you can see we have data here. Okay guys, so basically what we are doing is here we are reading this file, getting this file. Okay, and here we are parsing the data and we are converting and getting the workbook. After getting the workbook, we are getting the sheet name, and I am passing that sheet and getting the worksheet. Okay, once I have worksheet, I am passing and converting those data to the JSON. Okay, and here I will get first as a header. So I am looping and creating header. After that I am deleting that header. Okay, so I can write this comment removing header. Okay, so removing header from this line. Okay, and what this function will do is it will convert all the data and it is gonna to return me required format of data, and here we are gonna to update this state at the final. So now what we have to do is we have to handle some of the scenario still, and those scenario like if we select a different file. So let me show you. So here let me select this CSV file. Okay, so now you can see it's working pretty fine. We don't have any issue here. Okay, but what if I will open some other file? So let me open this. Okay, MSI, and this is the basically executable file. So now you can see we got this error that workbook stream. That means it's failing here. And the reason is this is the executable file, that means it doesn't contains workbook. Okay, so that means we have to check the type of the files. Okay, so what I will do is here basically we are calling this function. Okay, so first I will check what is the type, and if type is Excel or CSV, then call this function, otherwise don't call. Okay, so for that what we will do is here I will write one condition if, okay, and let's write a function and let's call it as get extension. Okay, and here we need to pass this file. If extension is correct, okay, so it have to execute this, otherwise it have to display an error. Okay, and it will show this message at the top that invalid, so invalid file input. Okay, select Excel or CSV file. Okay, so now here this function doesn't exist, get extension, so let's create this function at the top. Okay, so here what we can do is let's break this line and call it as here const get extension, and this function is gonna to give me the file. Okay, so I got this file, and now what I have to do is let me do console log to this file. Okay, so here file, now save it. Okay, so now let's come back to the browser, do right click and go to the inspect and console. Okay, and choose a file, and here as you can see we got this alert invalid file input, select Excel or CSV file. So let me click on this, and here you can see we have this file information. Okay, so basically we will try to look for this thing. Okay, inside the file we will get the name and we will check for the extension. So now if I am selecting the Excel as well, I will get this same error. Okay, because we are not doing anything inside the function, that means it is always gonna to be false. Okay, so here I will write file.name. Okay, and basically this is gonna to give me the exact name. Okay, so now what I will do is I will split this, so I will write here const parts. Okay, and I will call this split here. Okay, and after dot I will split this. Okay, so now in order to get the extension, so I will write here const extension, okay, equal to, what I will do is I will pass here parts. Okay, and I need to select the last one. So here parts dot length, okay, -1. Okay, so now let me do console log to this extension. So console dot log and this extension. Okay, now save it, come back here, select any of file, and you can see here we got this MSI. Okay, so now if I select here some random file, so here as you can see we got this PDF, and definitely it is gonna to be PDF file. So basically we are splitting this one and it is gonna to be last element. So I am going at the last index, okay, and getting that. So that means here I have this extension. So now we need to hard code some of the extension, what we will allow. So for that what I will do is I will write here const extensions, and this is gonna to be array. So let's provide the file type. So first here x lsx, okay, and second is gonna to be another one type, so xls, and third is csv, okay, so csv. So now we have defined here 3 extensions, so we are gonna to allow these 3, okay. And from this function what I will do is, instead of doing this console log, I will return, I will get the extension and I will check this extension is exist in this or not, okay. If it's do, return true, otherwise return false, okay. So here for that what I will do is extension, okay, dot includes, and this is the method which is gonna to give me a boolean value, okay, and inside this we will pass our extension. So basically we are getting the list and we are passing our string value. If it exists, that means it is gonna to return true, otherwise false. So now save it and let's come back here and let me select other file. So I selected an invalid file input, select Excel or CSV file, okay. As you can see nothing happened here. So now let me select our Excel file, okay. So you can see here we haven't got the alert and our data has been loaded here. So now let me show you another thing. So I came here and I am not gonna to select any of the file and I clicked cancel, and as you can see here this got failed, and this is happening because it cannot read the property name of undefined. So this file is undefined here, so it cannot read the property name. So now what we have to do is we need to check if file exists, then only call this function, otherwise don't. So here let's cut it and let's write if file exists, then only call, otherwise don't call. So now let's come back here and select Excel file, okay. So here as you can see data loaded. Now let me click here and click on cancel, okay. So we are not getting that error anymore, okay. But here you can see we don't have any file but we have data, okay. So if you want to remove this data, what you have to do is you need to write else condition, okay, and inside this else you can set data as a empty, okay, and here the column definition basically also you can set to the empty. So set column definition to the empty, okay. Now save it and let's come back here. Let me select a file, okay. Now we have data and now I came out. So you can see I don't have any record and I don't have header information as well, okay. So now let me select the CSV file, preschool, and you can see we have everything right now, okay guys. So basically in this video we have seen how to read data from Excel and CSV and display in material table, okay guys. That's it for this video. You can find download link of this code in description of this video. If you feel this video was helpful, do like, share and subscribe. See you in next video. Thanks for watching.